Have you ever looked around your home and wondered, do I really need all of this stuff? Maybe it's that old chair in the corner, the heavy box tucked under the bed, or the pile of things on the kitchen counter you've been meaning to sort through for months now. Most of us don't notice how our surroundings change with time, or how the things that once made life easier can quietly start making it harder, and even dangerous. When you were younger, a little clutter here and there didn't seem like a big deal. But now, after 70, your home should be more than just comfortable. It should be your safe space. A place where every step feels secure, where your body can move freely, and where your peace of mind is protected from unexpected surprises. As we get older, the way we live has to adjust. Our balance shifts, our reaction time slows, and what used to be a simple stretch or reach might now feel a bit risky. That's perfectly normal. It's just part of being human. But it also means it's more important than ever to make sure your environment is helping you, not working against you. In today's video, we're going to have a heart-to-heart about 7 common things that might still be sitting in your home right now, and how removing them could make a real difference in your safety, confidence, and even your independence. These aren't expensive fixes or complicated solutions. In fact, once you recognize them, most are easy to change. You might even wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Let's start with something most of us have, but rarely think twice about: throw rugs. Now, I know what you're thinking. They add a nice touch to the room. Maybe one's been there for years, or it reminds you of a special trip or gift. But here's the honest truth. Loose rugs are one of the leading causes of falls in older adults. They curl at the corners, they bunch up when stepped on, and they slide around on smooth floors like banana peels in a cartoon. And a fall, even a small one, can change everything. A bruised hip, a fractured wrist, even just the fear of falling again can make you stop moving as freely. And that can start a whole chain of other problems. So what can you do? You don't have to give up your style or your favorite memories, but make sure every rug in your home is firmly secured with non-slip backing or double-sided carpet tape. And if it's worn out, curled up, or constantly slipping, it's time to let it go. Replace it with something safer, or embrace the beauty of clear, open floors. Your feet will thank you. Now, let's move on to another hidden hazard: old or unstable furniture. That chair with the wobbly leg, that stool you still use to reach the top shelf, the table that leans ever so slightly when you lean on it. These things might seem harmless. They've probably been part of your home for decades. But the truth is, unsteady furniture is an accident waiting to happen. Imagine this. You reach for a book or a cup of tea and put your hand on a table that gives out, just slightly. That 1 second of imbalance could send you stumbling, or you step up on a step stool that's missing a rubber foot, and it slides right out from under you. It doesn't take much. And I get it. We all like to hold on to the familiar. But what if letting go of that wobbly chair meant you could move through your home without hesitation? What if replacing an old stool with a reacher tool or a sturdy step with handles gave you back your confidence to do things safely, without waiting for help? It's not just about furniture. It's about freedom. The freedom to trust your surroundings again. The peace of knowing that if you reach for something, lean on something, or move around your room, nothing is going to catch you off guard. Speaking of reaching, let's talk about storage. Specifically, those high-up cabinets and shelves that require a stretch, a tiptoe, or, worse, a climb. Many of us keep things up high because that's just how we've always done it. Holiday dishes, old photo albums, cleaning supplies. They get tucked up and forgotten. But here's the catch. The day you suddenly need something from up there, you might find yourself grabbing a chair, stretching past your comfort zone, or calling for someone else to get it for you. Instead, consider bringing your most used items down to waist or shoulder height. Keep a sturdy, well-placed reacher tool nearby for the occasional light item that's still out of reach. And while you're at it, Ask yourself, do I even need to keep this? If something hasn't been used in a year or more, and it's stored in a way that could put you at risk, maybe that's a sign it's time to let it go or give it a new home. These changes might seem small, but they can give you something incredibly valuable: confidence in your own space. And that confidence adds up. It makes you more active, more independent, and less reliant on others for everyday things. Now, before we move forward, I want you to take a quick look around the room you're in. Not just a glance. Really look. Are there things you've kept because of habit, even though they no longer serve you? Is there something you walk around every day, or step over, or move carefully around, just because it's always been there? You deserve better than that. Your home should rise up to support you, not trip you, wobble beneath you, or make you feel nervous when you move. Let's continue this journey together. Let's take a breath and gently continue. You've already taken the most important step: being willing to look around your space with fresh eyes. That alone shows strength, wisdom, and the kind of self-care that truly matters at this stage in life. Now, let's talk about something that might seem harmless at first glance, but often causes more harm than we realize: cluttered walkways. It might be a stack of old newspapers near the front door, a pair of shoes kicked off beside the couch, or a decorative plant stand in a hallway that once felt charming but now just feels in the way. Clutter doesn't just make your space feel smaller, it creates obstacles. And when your balance isn't what it used to be, or your eyesight needs a little more help than before, those obstacles can become genuine hazards. Many seniors fall not because they're weak, but because they simply didn't see the corner of a low table, or they tripped over something that shouldn't have been there in the first place. I know we grow attached to our belongings. Every object can carry a memory, a story, a time, a person. But safety has to come first. That doesn't mean you need to turn your home into a blank canvas. It just means reevaluating what's essential and what's potentially in the way. Try this simple shift. Focus on creating clear, wide pathways between rooms, especially around the bed, from the bathroom to the hallway and through the kitchen. Make sure nothing is on the floor that doesn't absolutely need to be there. A space where you can move freely without watching your every step gives you more than safety. It gives you freedom. Let's move now to something you may not think about often: low lighting. It's something we tend to adjust to over the years. Maybe a hallway bulb went out and never got replaced. Or perhaps the lamp in the corner feels just fine because your eyes have gotten used to the dimness. But the truth is, poor lighting is one of the biggest safety risks in a senior's home. Our eyes naturally become more sensitive to contrast and glare with age. That means dim or shadowy areas can hide small objects, furniture edges, or uneven flooring that might trip us up. One small stumble in the dark can lead to a fall that takes weeks or even months to recover from. So take a moment to walk through your home during the evening. Do your hallways have night lights? Are your bathroom and bedroom well lit? Is there a switch within reach when you wake up in the night? You don't need to install anything fancy. A few well-placed LED plug-in lights, brighter bulbs in key lamps, or motion sensor lights in commonly used paths can make an enormous difference. And while we're here, can we talk about those cords? You know the ones. Phone chargers stretched across the room, extension cords snaking out from behind furniture, maybe a lamp plugged into the only outlet across the floor. These cords often hide in plain sight until your foot catches one and you find yourself lurching forward before you even realize what's happened. It's an easy fix, and yet so many homes overlook it. If a cord crosses a walking path, Secure it along the wall or under a proper cord cover. If outlets are in inconvenient spots, consider rearranging furniture slightly or using safer, shorter power strips tucked neatly behind objects, not across floors. These little adjustments don't just protect you physically, they let you breathe easier, knowing your home is working with you, not against you. Now, there's one more thing I want to gently bring up. It's something we often hold on to, not out of need, but out of emotion. Expired medications. Most of us have a drawer or cabinet filled with pill bottles, some half full, some long forgotten, some dating back years. Maybe they were for a temporary illness, maybe the prescription changed, or maybe you simply didn't want to waste them. But here's the problem. Expired medications can be dangerous. They may not work the way they're supposed to, or worse, they could interact badly with new medications you're taking now. Even over-the-counter pills like pain relievers or cold medicine can lose effectiveness or change in composition after sitting around too long. But beyond that, it can be downright confusing. If you're ever not feeling well, you might reach for the wrong bottle or accidentally take the wrong dose, especially if the label is faded or the instructions no longer match your current plan. It's not just about you, either. If grandchildren or visiting children happen to be around, you don't want outdated or loose pills lying within reach. So, here's what to do. Once a season, or even once a year, go through your medicine cabinet. Set aside anything that's expired or no longer prescribed to you. Many pharmacies have safe disposal boxes or take-back programs. You can ask your doctor or local clinic for options too. Don't flush them, and don't toss them in the regular bin. They can be safely disposed of without harming the environment or creating risk. This small habit, cleaning out your medications, is one of the simplest ways to protect your health. And it brings surprising peace of mind, too. You'll open that cabinet knowing that everything inside is safe, useful, and right for you. We've covered a lot so far, and I hope you're feeling a little lighter, a little more empowered. Each change you make isn't just about removing a hazard. It's about reclaiming control over your space and your safety. And I want to say this clearly. You are not being paranoid. You're being proactive. You're not overthinking. You're choosing peace, strength, and independence. And that matters. Let's keep going. Together. You've come this far with me, and that says a lot. It means you're someone who cares not just about staying safe, but about living fully, with confidence and clarity. And that mindset is one of the most powerful tools you'll ever have. Let's keep going. Because even small changes in your home can lead to big changes in how you feel, physically, emotionally, and even spiritually. Now, this next one might surprise you. It isn't about something that will trip you or make you fall. It's not even something that takes up much space, but it can quietly affect your mood, your motivation, and even your sense of control. I'm talking about old or broken appliances. Maybe it's a toaster that only works if you jiggle the cord, a microwave that runs hot on one side and cold on the other, a vacuum cleaner that smells like it's burning every time you turn it on, but you haven't had the heart to replace it. These are things we often ignore, adjust to, or work around. But after 70, every extra bit of frustration you face in your day adds up. It's not just about the inconvenience, it's the slow buildup of stress. These little daily annoyances can wear you down without you even realizing it. And if the appliance is something that could pose an electrical or fire hazard, that's an even bigger issue. So here's a gentle challenge. Take a moment to notice which appliances or tools in your home don't work the way they should. Ask yourself, do I use this often enough to justify keeping it? And when I do use it, does it make my life easier or harder? If it's adding more frustration than function, it's time to let it go. You deserve tools that help you, not test you. Replacing something doesn't have to mean spending a lot of money. Sometimes it's as simple as downsizing to a simpler device, or finding a second-hand replacement that's safer and easier to use. And the peace you gain from it? Worth every penny. Now let's talk about something a little deeper. Something that doesn't take up space on your shelf, but might still be living rent-free in your home. Emotional clutter. Letters you never opened. Photographs that bring more sadness than joy. Gifts you've kept out of guilt, or items that belong to someone who hurt you or is no longer in your life. These things may not be dangerous in the physical sense, but they carry a weight. They hold energy. And sometimes that energy makes it harder to move forward. You don't need to throw away every memory or pack up every keepsake, but it's okay to let go of things that no longer bring peace to your heart. You're not being disrespectful by choosing your own well-being. You're not forgetting anyone by choosing to create a space that feels light and healing. If an item carries pain, regret, or resentment, ask yourself honestly, is this helping me today or holding me back? Letting go of emotional clutter creates room for joy. It opens your space and your spirit for the things that truly nourish you. Love, calm, laughter, light. You might be surprised by how freeing it feels to donate that gift you never liked, or store away a photo that always leaves you with a heavy feeling. You're not erasing your past. You're clearing the path forward. And finally, there's one more thing I want you to look for in your home. And this one may seem the simplest, but it carries the biggest message. Anything that reminds you you're too old to live fully. That could be a dusty stack of unused fitness DVDs in a corner that makes you feel guilty every time you see them. It could be a closet full of clothes that no longer fit, but instead of letting them go, you punish yourself every time you open the door. It might even be a wall calendar filled with events and reminders from years ago, now faded and long past. These things whisper messages to your mind, even if you're not fully aware of them. You can't do that anymore. You missed your chance. You're not who you used to be. But I'm here to tell you something different. You are still here. And every day you're still here is a day you get to grow, choose, enjoy, and heal. Clear out those reminders of limitation. Replace them with tools of encouragement. Keep clothes that make you feel comfortable and confident. Display photos that make you smile. Surround yourself with words, sounds, and objects that say, "You still matter." Because you do, more than ever. Aging is not about fading. It's about refining. And the home you live in can be a powerful part of that process. When you remove the things that create risk, frustration, or sadness, you don't lose anything. You gain something so much more valuable: freedom, clarity, peace, strength. This isn't about cleaning house in the traditional sense. It's about creating a safe haven. A place where you can move without fear, rest without stress, and live without the constant weight of what if. So today, if you've recognized even one item in your home that no longer serves your well-being, you've already taken a step toward a stronger, safer, more joyful life. You don't have to do it all at once. Start with one corner, one drawer, one habit, and celebrate every bit of progress along the way. Because every decision you make in favor of your safety and happiness is a powerful act of self-love. And you deserve that. Fully, fiercely, freely. So if you've made it to this point in the video, take a moment to be proud of yourself. You've taken the time to care for your well-being, not just physically, but emotionally too. That kind of self-respect is powerful. And it's never too late to create a home that reflects who you are now, not just who you used to be. These changes might feel small on the surface. Clearing a rug, replacing a lamp, letting go of old regrets. But every one of them is a step toward freedom, toward peace, toward a life that feels easier, safer, and more joyful every single day. If any part of this video spoke to you, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're planning to remove or change in your home starting today? Share it in the comments, not just for me, but for others who might be reading and feeling the same way. And if you found this video helpful, please take a second to tap that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss any future videos just like this. Made with heart. Made for you. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself, protect your space, and remember, you deserve to feel safe, strong, and supported in every corner of your home. Here's to living your best life at any age.